반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Yoon-sung is taken to the hospital. Han Yoon-sung had an accident at the construction site and fell bleeding. He is urgently transferred to the hospital, but his condition is critical. In the hospital emergency room, doctors and nurses move frantically, and Han Jin-tae follows them with a pale face. He stands blankly in the corridor, then sits down hesitantly and mutters to himself, "I caused this. I did something wrong, Yoon-sung." Jin-tae's voice trembles and he bows his head, covering his face with his hand, shedding tears. After a while, Kim Mari also arrives at the hospital. She was about to collapse, but her eyes were filled with anger. Kim Mari meets Jin-tae in the hospital corridor and looks at him coldly, saying, "Is it you who made Yoon-sung like this?" Kim Mari approaches Jin-tae and asks coldly. Han Jin-tae can say anything and bows his head in front of her. Mari bits her lip and continues, "What did you do to my son? You're screaming to save our son?" Jin-tae bows his head deeper in response to her words, clasping his hands together as if praying, kneeling on the ground. "Kim Mari, I did something wrong. I really did something wrong. Please forgive me. Yoon-sung shouldn't know everything is my fault." His tears fall to the ground and spread, but Kim Mari just looks down at him coldly. She seemed unaffected emotionally and turned her back, waiting for Yoon-sung's condition in front of the operating room. Yoon-sung's memory lost. Yoon-sung's surgery lasted for several hours, and the family waiting in the hospital corridor anxiously awaited the end of the surgery. The operating room doors open and the attending physician comes out with a tired face and approaches the family. Han Jin-tae, Kim Mari, and other family members gather around the doctor. Jin-tae asks with an anxious voice, "Doctor, is Yoon-sung okay?" The doctor sighs deeply and answers seriously, "The surgery was successful. Fortunately, there will be no harm to his life." But Kim Mari, with an uneasy expression, asks, "But what? Is there a problem?" The doctor looks at them with a cautious look and continues, "Han Yoon-sung has suffered a major head injury and is temporarily experiencing short-term memory loss. There is a high possibility that memories from the past few months will be unclear or not come to mind at all. As treatment progresses, memories may slowly return, but we cannot guarantee how long it will take." Kim Mari and Han Jin-tae are shocked by his words. Mari bits her lip and looks at the doctor in disbelief, asking, "So Yoon-sung may not remember recent events?" The doctor nods and says that seems to be the case for now. "We need to wait until Han Yoon-sung wakes up. The speed and extent of memory recovery can vary for each individual, so it's best not to make hasty judgment." Jin Na-young's plan upon hearing the news of Yoon-sung's memory loss. Jin Na-young was initially shocked, but complex emotion crossed her face. She seemed lost in deep thought and her eyes flickered. The diagnosis of short-term memory loss may give her a new opportunity. Jin Na-young clenches her fist quietly in the corridor and thinks to herself, "If Yoon-sung can't remember all my mistakes, I can cover everything using this situation." She starts planning to erase her wrongdoings from Yoon-sung's memory and implant distorted memories as if she were the victim. Jin Na-young stands in front of the hospital room door, taking deep breath, waiting for Yoon-sung to wake up. After a while, Yoon-sung slowly opens his eyes. He looks at the ceiling of the hospital room with a confused expression and turns his head. "Where am I?" His voice is weak, but Jin Na-young quickly approaches him, holding his hand and speaking with poignant expression. "Yoon-sung, thank goodness. You have no idea how worried I was." Yoon-sung looks at Jin Na-young and raises his eyebrows. "Jin Na-young, what happened to me all this time? My head hurts and I can't remember anything." Jin Na-young tearfully says, "Yoon-sung, you've been through a lot recently because of the frequent fights between your father and me about our marriage. age, you'd been through a lot too. But it was all because your father forced me. I didn't do anything wrong. Please believe me. Jin Na-young looks into Yoon-sung's eyes, pretending to be sincere. Yoon-sung hesitates and bows his head in confusion. Really? My father made you do those things? Jin Na-young nods slowly and continues. Yes, Yoon-sung, I can't do anything for you. I never betrayed you. It's not your fault that you can't remember, but please trust me. Jin Na-young holds Yoon-sung's hand tightly and whispers, it's okay, I will always be by your side no matter what. I will help you until your memory returns. With this, Jin Na-young starts to exploit Yoon-sung's short-term memory loss to hide her own mistakes and manipulate his memories to make herself the victim. Jin Na-young tries to hide her own faults and implant distorted memories as soon as Yoon-sung wakes up, concealing her own mistakes and making it seems like she is the one who suffered. Meanwhile, Jin Soo Ji begins to question Jin Na-young's actions while searching through Jin Na-young's drawer. Suji discovers messages exchanged with PD Choi and is shocked. What is this? Jin Na-young was involved with PD Choi like this? If Yoon-sung find out, it will be a big problem. Suji bites her lip and continues to check the messages. She is torn between whether to inform Yoon-sung about this, but she is conflicted about how to convey this information while he is in the hospital. Unchanging Jang Yoon-ja, Chae Woo Ri and Jin Do-young prepare to meet Chae Woo Ri's mother Chae Sun-young and Jin Do-young's mother Jang Yoon-ja to seek their permission. Chae Woo Ri holds Jin Do-young's hand tightly with a nervous expression and speak in a low voice. Do you think we can do this, Do-young? I'm still scared. Jin Do-young nods and gently wraps his hands around Duri's. Don't worry, Duri. We can overcome any difficulties as long as we're together. My mother will understand us now. They gather their courage to go to their respective homes and persuade their parents. First, Chae Woo Ri meets her mother, Chae Sun-young. Chae Sun-young knew about her daughter's determination, but her expression remains cold. Duri, do you really think you're ready to marry Do-young? Chae Sun-young's voice is mixed with coldness, but her concern for her daughter can be seen. Duri nods and says, Mom, I've made up my mind. I won't run away anymore. If I'm with Do-young, we can overcome any difficulties. Please accept us. Chae Sun-young shies and thinks for a moment. Fine, go and apologize to your mother. If you keep that promise, I won't oppose anymore. Jin Do-young goes to meet Jang Yoon-ja in front of his house. Jin Do-young trembles his hands behind his back and takes a step forward. I can't do this. Since mother accepted the conditions, all I have to do is apologize to her. Jin Do-young stands in front of Jang Yoon-ja, who looks at him as if shooting daggers and open her mouth. You're already driving me crazy, and now you're like this again? Jang Yoon-ja looks at Jin Do-young with a disgusted expressions. Jin Do-young gathers his courage and speaks. Mom, I really want to treat Dory well, so I just want to apologize for what I said last time and ask for your approval. Jang Yoon-ja glances at him for a moment, then snorts and quickly leaves as if running away. Up to this point was the expected plot of episode 120.
Cause you are